Good morning. I got to the campsite last night pretty late, probably like 8:30. There were two other Nobos already in the shelter. One was asleep, one was almost asleep. So I just quietly set up my stuff in the shelter, had a honey bun and some peanut butter for dinner. Just tried to be as quick as possible. I changed into my town clothes, which were dry, and I just kind of draped my sleeping bag over me because it wasn't too cold, and I actually dried pretty nicely while I was falling asleep, so I didn't have to stay soaking wet for too long, and I got a decent sleep. There was a lot of snoring, but I think I slept a long time. Woke up at 7, had breakfast, packed up, and now I'm hitting the trail at 8 o'clock. So today is going to be the Mahoosuc Notch, which is kind of like a boulder cave. It's the slowest mile of the whole Appalachian Trail. Last time it took me like 2-3 hours just to go 1 mile. And word on the trail is that it is like flooded. So not only do I have to navigate around all these boulders, I probably have to navigate around a river too. So we'll see. I'm probably only going to make it 9 miles to the Speck Pond shelter. And yeah, I can't wait to see what this Mahoosuc Notch looks like. So I noticed a tiny hole in my shoes yesterday, but when I woke up, noticed that tiny hole got giant. And so hopefully it doesn't get too much worse. I'll get some new shoes probably in Rangeley. Oh boy. Not only is the trail a river, but it also goes straight up rocks. Those bars are going to help a little bit, but it's still going to be really tough. Alright, now I gotta figure out this rock wall. Ooh, maybe starting to get a little bit of a view. It's been so long since my trekking pole broke into 2, but this mud is so thick that it keeps happening. This is pretty. This, not so much. Oh, it's slippery. Always check with your pole before taking a step because that goes all the way down. I think it goes all the way down in a lot of spots. Oof. I am on a tent platform at a shelter, ready for a nice lunch break. I already took my shoes off. These are the socks I wore yesterday, so hopefully they can dry a little bit. Yeah, today it's going slow. I've gone 4.3 miles in 4 hours and 3 minutes. And that's supposed to be the easy part of the day. Gosh. Also, this eye, which is not the eye that's been giving me problems for the past few weeks, is like really foggy. So I think I need to, now that I have contact solution in a contact case, clean that out a little bit because it's been super blurry all day. Oh my god, the sunlight. It feels so good. Cheers. I don't know if you can tell how yellow it is, but this is even after I filtered the water. I don't know, for some reason when I think of Maine, I think like nice clear springs and drinking water, but that hasn't been the case. I'm gonna put like a drink mix in, so I don't think about how dirty it looks. Alright, this break lasted a little less than an hour, but I feel like it was much needed, just laying out in the sun. And now I just have, I forget how long exactly, but not too long until I enter Mahoosuc Notch, and I'm excited to show you. It is 2:15 p.m. and I'm about to start the Mahoosuc Notch. Let's see how long it takes. I am stopping to put my trekking poles inside my backpack because this mile is going to be a lot more climbing than it is hiking, and I think it'll be good to have both my hands ready to help pull me up and over and under all the boulders. All right, here we go. The temperature did get a lot colder down here. There's some snow under the rocks. All right, here's more of the trail. You just kind of gotta figure a way around all those. 30 minutes in, it's going well. I found a water source that's actually clear, so time for a quick water break. Sometimes I really rely on those arrows to figure out where to go. So there's an arrow there, and then there, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's one way in there too. So into the cave I go. I don't think that was the actual trail. Yikes. This is a full body workout. I'm using muscles I haven't used in a very long time. Do I fit? Stuck. I'm going right in there right now. Oh. I don't think my backpack fits. There's no room to take it off. Alright. Uh-oh. Back it up. Backpack goes first. Uh-oh. This is the cave I remember the most from the last through hike. I'm in a cave, and now I have to climb out of it. It is 4 o'clock right now, and I just made it out of the Mahoosuc Notch, so that was 1 hour and 45 minutes, which I don't think is too bad because I was aiming for 2 hours or under, so I did well. Now I'm gonna climb out of the notch up the Mahoosuc Arm and then camp up at Speck Pond. And that is one of my favorite campsites on the whole AT. When I made a YouTube short with my top 5 campsites, and that was one of them. So I'm excited to go hang out by the pond tonight, maybe catch a sunset. I have 1.6 miles to the top of the Mahoosuc Arm, and that is going to be 1,600 feet of elevation gain. So I might actually just put a podcast in. I haven't listened to anything today, so I think that might help. So I did finish climbing up the Mahoosuc Arm. I read in Far Out that it is one of the steepest climbs because it's 1 mile and about 1,500 feet of elevation gain. And I can see a lot of mountains in the distance. But once I got up here, I just laid down on a rock because I was tired. And then I talked to Chet on the phone for like 45 minutes. So that was nice. Now I have 1 mile until Speck Pond. And I'll probably set up my tent. Or maybe I should look up to see if it's going to rain. And then make some dinner and just have a nice night. It's 6:30, so it still seems early, but I didn't really want to go any further today. I don't think there were good camping options. And then I didn't think I could make it to Grafton Notch to like go into town or anything. So Speck Pond it is. So I just checked the weather. It might start raining in the middle of the night, and then it might rain on and off tomorrow. We'll see. But when I opened up the weather app, I opened up a couple different, the atweather.org and then just the weather app on my phone. There were air quality alerts in both of those places. And I guess it's pretty bad right now, which I had no idea. I'm gonna walk across this, hopefully stay dry. Nope. Damn it. Wow, within maybe less than 5 minutes of me getting in my tent, it started raining. So I did all the things, had some rice for dinner and a couple other snacks. Put my food in the bear boxes, got some water, which is still yellowish. I met the caretaker, and since this is not the first tent site I've stayed at that's run by the AMC, it was only $5, so that's nice. And it looks like there's one other hiker in the shelter, but that's about it. Today I only hiked 9 miles, and it took me like 12 hours to do. Less than that, but I did take 2 45-minute breaks, so that plays a factor. And yeah, it was a slow day, so hopefully the miles can be a little quicker from here on out. And I'm gonna get a good night's sleep. I'm probably just gonna watch videos on my phone until the sun goes down. I mean, it's 8:22 right now, so it shouldn't take too much longer. And then I'll get a good night's sleep with the sound of the rain. And I'll try to wake up at a reasonable time and do a lot of hiking tomorrow. So I'll see you then. Good night.